What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode, and today's episode is gonna be fun because I'm covering my top 10 favorite sets from 2023. Now, all of these sets have been released in 2023. However, I have not personally built every single one of these sets. So, with that being said, if you're new to the channel, make sure you drop a sub, like this video, and comment below what you think of my top 10 of 2023. And if you've joined us before, welcome back and thank you so much for your support. But with that, let's go ahead and get into my top 10 favorite sets that were released in 2023, because this year was amazing for LEGO releasing sets. And coming in first, one of my personal favorites, and this is one I did build, as you can see it over my shoulder right there, the Walt Disney Tribute Camera, coming in at $100. This set, number 43230, 811 pieces. You get 3 minifigures, and you get this really cool film camera, this tribute retro camera, really cool film reel with tons of LEGO Disney reels on it, LEGO Disney scenes from it, and it opens up to where you can put Walt Disney inside. Such a cool build. Love every bit of this set. It's one of my personal favorites. It's a great buy for only $100. Great display piece. Again, as you can see over my shoulder, can't get enough of this thing. Absolutely love it. And this is definitely one of my top 10 builds of 2023. Next, the Aframe Cabin. Again, one that I also have. This came out earlier in the year at $179.99. Set 21338. Comes with 2,082 pieces, 4 minifigures, and this is one of the coolest builds. My favorite part about this is the Thor hammer, as you can see on the base of the A-frame. Love the way they use that building technique. You get 4 minifigures, as I said, really cool. Comes apart in 3 different variations, 4 if you include removing the top floor. But I just love the way that, and then also the sides of the trees come off on each side as well, so you could mix and match those as you want. Really beautiful display piece. Really want to work this into my city in the near future, but for now, it's kind of a display piece, and I just love it. It looks very fall-like. Love the outdoors, and has a lot of opportunities for potential additions to be built with this, what's coming out in the future as well. So overall, just loved this. There's tons of details on the interior. Absolutely love it. If you've not gotten the Aframe Cabin, highly suggest you do. Next, again, in no particular order, one that I do have, but I have not yet built, the Natural History Museum. Me personally, I just love the modular buildings. As you can tell, we have a modular city behind us. And I mean, realistically, I might be biased in saying this, but anytime LEGO releases a modular building, it's going to be one of my tops. I've not built this one yet. I have it currently in my closet waiting to be built because I don't really have enough room. But again, I wish I got into the modulars way sooner than I did, because I lost the ability to get some of the older ones. So I personally I love the way this looks. I love the green despite what everybody says. I love these banners on the outside, the minifigures. I love the way that this whole thing is constructed with the dinosaur, the stairs, the solar system. I think is one of the coolest little builds of this. I also love the top where the curator has his little lookout. The broken display piece, such a cool little detail, so thoughtful. You get tons of minifigures. I love how it kind of throws back into Easter eggs of older LEGO sets and kind of has them on display in the museum. Overall, just love this. Can't wait to build it and add it to my city. Very excited to build that. Next one, again, another one that I do have, the Alpine Lodge, coming in at $99.99. As you can see, I have it about right there, kind of turned sideways. But this was this year's Christmas set 10325. You get 5 minifigures and 1,500 pieces. And not only was this an amazing build, but this one really got me hooked on these kind of half modulars. I really love them because you can display them up against the wall and not have to worry about their backside, but you can also turn them and have the interactive side by playing with them. My kids love them. I love the little ice rink in this. As you can see, when you see the backside of it, it's wide open, and I do like that. Actually, on mine, I took this back part off, this little extruding part, so that way it could give me more building room. But the building techniques of this log cabin, just, I can't get over how amazing they were. And the light up fireplace with the light brick, absolutely beautiful touch. You get this little cappuccino maker or espresso machine. Very cool how they did that building technique and created something out of nothing. And ultimately, I just love this. You get a little outhouse, you get an ice skating rink. Very, very cool. Very cool to display, very cool to add into your city, and just an overall great build. Honestly, it's one of my favorite Christmas builds that they've come out with. It's my favorite of the 4 that I do own. So I really hope next year's is another kind of modular building just like this. Moving on, Disney's Hocus Pocus, the Sanderson Sisters Cottage, set 21341, 2,316 pieces. You get 6 minifigures, including all 3 Sanderson sisters, and then you get the 3 main characters, plus you get Binks the cat. And I do own this. I've currently put it on a Mills plate, and I have it in my backlog on display, simply because once Halloween ended, I wanted to go more Christmassy. But this build was honestly one of the coolest. It starts out very weird, and you're thinking this isn't going to be very sturdy, but the way that this rotating water wheel turns and it controls the purple smoke, just like in the movie. So cool. It opens up here on the back, and then this little side piece comes off as well. And then you get this front gate with tombstones. You get a real cool tree. You get the entry gate, and then the roof also opens up. And there are so many hidden details in this thing, from the salt, the black candle, the cages, the one-eyed spell book, the cauldron. I mean, the amount of detail that they packed into this is just absolutely amazing. Can't get over it. It's one of my favorite builds of this year, and I'm so glad I bought it. When this was released, I actually didn't get it day one, but it sold out at my Lego store in Nashville, and it became very difficult to get. So I'm glad when I went in the next month, they had it restocked, and I can't be more thrilled about this. So many hidden details, such a great build, so worth the money for it. Now, the first one that I don't have, Dorado Fortress, set 10320, comes with 2,509 pieces and 8 minifigures. Now, I don't own this set, but for all of my retro fans, the throwback fans, this one looks so cool because this was created based off of the old build, which I actually own the old build. I just don't know where all the pieces are, and I need to kind of go through and figure that out. But that's back when they built the base plate, you know, not just a flat base plate. It had the angle on it, and I love that. And this is a really cool build. I personally just didn't buy it because I don't have any room for it. I would love to get it in the near future, hoping to get it before it retires for sure. I'm hoping it sticks around for a while. Maybe I'll buy it next year and kind of just store it away for a while, because you get this little ship, you get the passenger boat, and then you get the entire fortress. Which, as a kid, I absolutely loved this whole setup, the pirates and that whole theme. So seeing it being brought back, something I really want to get into, and hopefully I get it in the near future. Another one that I don't have, and one that I was not very high on to start with, is the PacMan Arcade, set 10323. It comes with 1 minifigure. You get a little gamer, but it comes with 2,651 pieces. Now, I was not a huge fan of this because, in my opinion, it's kind of small, and it's just kind of a display piece, but it's not something I hated. As you can see here, it's very small, but I love the way that it is interactive. How you can pull the back panel out and you have a miniature version of the Pac-Man in the arcade. And I think the build of this would probably be very difficult and very cool. And the fact that it works and it's operational, I remember seeing it at the Lego store for the first time and just being blown away. And that's why it made my list of top 10, is because when I saw it physically in person, it completely changed my perspective on this build. Again, I don't own it because it's $270. Maybe next year in the near future, I'm not sure. Coming in next, Ninjago City Markets. This is an expensive one, $370, set 71799, 6,163 pieces, 21 minifigures. Now, I'm not huge on the Ninjago, but I would love to eventually get this and add it to my city. It's a modular build type of construction. Love that, and I've heard nothing but good things about the Ninjago sets. I would love to be able to get this. It looks like it's got so much interactive capabilities, and it just looks really cool. It's a beautiful construction. You get tons of minifigures. I mean, I would really love to go on a shopping spree and buy the 2 big Ninjago sets, and that would make my month or year or whatever. It would just be a really cool scenario to be able to do that. So maybe if we get large enough, then I can start picking these up. So that means you got to subscribe. But moving on, the Orient Express train coming in at $300, set 21344, 2,540 pieces, 8 amazing minifigures. Again, I don't have this set, but I do plan on getting this in the near future. When I do get it, I do plan on creating the battery pack for it, so that way it is operational and it is running around my city once I get my train track laid and ready to go. Now, this just, I mean, I can't tell you enough. I did a full video on reviewing this because of how beautiful this looks. And so I'm not going to go too deep into that because you can check it out on my channel. But I mean, this train it's just beautiful. I can't say much other than the fact that it is just an amazing work of art. And finally, the modular that was released at the beginning of this year, the Jazz Club set 10312, 8 minifigures, 2,899 pieces. I have it right there. Loved it. Originally, before I bought it, I didn't think too high of it. I didn't like the colors. I didn't really care for the Jazz Club. But once I got it and I started constructing it and building it, just like all my other modulars, I fell in love instantly. That is why it's on my list, because I do love the modulars. And as much as I would love to have said Rivendell would be on here, I'm trying to save that for another video of, you know, what sets I really, really want. And I didn't want to include Rivendell and everything. Plus, the main downfall to Rivendell is the massive, massive price tag. If I'm not mistaken, it is $500. Let's see, Rivendell. Yeah, it is $500, and that's why it's not on my list. This would have been on my list if it was under $500, because it is without a doubt the most beautiful set Lego released this year, but that price tag is just killer. So that's why I left that off my list. So those are my top 10 sets of 2023. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What would you add and what would you remove from my top 10? That's what I want to know, so comment down below. Thank you, thank you, thank you for always supporting this channel. Thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up. As always, thank you for watching. Stay creative, and we will see you next time.